Just doololly here. Haven't made a video in a while. Today's video is gonna be doing exhaust cutouts. Gonna make my exhaust a little louder. The courses, they're gonna stay on because I do like how they sound. But sometimes I want a little more. I want more muscle. So to keep the sound and the comfort, I'm gonna go with cutouts. Basically, just gonna go right in before the mufflers, and it's gonna continue on, and it's gonna have this little spot to come out, and to use this spot, I'm gonna have this switch. Basically, goes on right there. Not sure I'm not gonna mount it yet. Probably like this or like this, somewhere where it works. It's out of the way. It's not gonna hit anything, and I'll be able to flip a switch to turn this on, flip it down, and I'll let all the exhaust bypass the muffler, come out here. So all I'm gonna get is straight exhaust after the cats. It's gonna sound pretty good. And then when I get tired and sound, quit messing around, or don't want to get pulled over by a cop or anything, just quickly turn the switch, flip back up, and the sound will come back out through the muffler again. So lift the car up. See how we're gonna do this. All right, under the car. So I'm gonna remove those two bolts, and then that's where the cats begin. And it goes all the way down here. This is one big piece, and then gotta move these right here, and then those are here, here, and then this whole section will come out. Some people should just not work on cars. If you can see that there, somebody welded this clamp to the exhaust. I wonder if they did on this side too. From the looks of it, yeah, they did right here. They welded it here and here. Why they did that, I don't know. Maybe to get it on easier, I guess. It's so stupid. It's like, what's the point of the clamp? You should have just welded the whole just weld the whole thing. Why'd you even put the clamp? What was the even point? All right, got it off. That went pretty well. What I did was grab my handy dandy Dremel. Definitely worth it. Get one if you don't have one. And I just cut along the welds. That one. And that one. Just cut it. It will slide off. Release the tension. They ain't get the clamps off. Not really a big deal because I got new clamps, and probably this is gonna end up getting sawed off anyways. And if worst thing came to worst, I was just gonna saw it off from right here, right there, because it's gonna come off anyways. But got it off. We retain this just in case if I want to go back to stock, put it back there. But yeah, I got it off. Next step is gonna be fitting these into place and trying to find a way that will work so it doesn't hit. All right, so I'm trying to put these cutouts together, and for some reason, alright, you try to put the V-band clamp on, it hits the bolts. So it's like, do I run the bolts or not? I look at the instructions. I don't see any bolts there. I just see these long bolts that go right here. I guess you don't run bolts, and why did it come with it then? I don't know. Will it be enough clamping force to keep it on there? Probably, because this side is threaded. This part is threaded on. So I guess you just don't have these on. That's the only way the V-band clamps will fit. It's pretty weird. I don't even know why they include the bolts then. Alright, so I got them built up. Looks freaking cool and shiny. I'm gonna start mocking them up so they don't hit the transmission or the gas tank. Alright, so I got it mocked up where I want it to be at. Checked all my gaps, clearances. I'm not touching anything. I want to push it up further, but these motors they're really big on the top side, so I can't push it any further. If I switch them to the side, it's not going to have enough clearance either, because of the way the shape of these flanges. So that's unfortunate. I guess that's why you pay a little bit more to get the ones that could swivel any direction you need. But what can you do? Okay, so using my creative skills, I was able to, I pretty much pushed these against the right here where I want to have it at with the jack stands, and then I put tape across, so I know exactly where the pipes are going to end up at. And then I took the jacks off, and I managed to put this back on this side going towards the front, and then line it up exactly where I need to cut. Make some 2 lines. I'll cut it a little small just in case. You never want to cut too big. I mean, cut more than you need to, and just trim it down as you go. You can always cut more, but you can never add more back unless you got a welder, of course, which I don't have. So the next step is going to begin cutting these. Yeah. Alright, so I reattached everything. I'm gonna have to go to an exhaust shop because everything I want to have is not where it's supposed to be. It's hitting right here on the transmission. Right here, you can see where it's gouging at. And then this needs to get space forward more back, more to the front actually, going this way. Same with this one, because the way I had it, it was clearing all this. There was nothing in the way. And also, right now we got a little nice gap. I can't get this pipe all the way in because it's just too much of an angle. So what gonna have to do is cut this and then angle it better, have it come like this, and also push these up more so they're out of the way. This one seated all the way in, but like I said, it's not where I want it to be at. So same thing with this one's gonna have to get cut as well and just space better. So probably just tell them to cut it like right here, make a new pipe. I'm thinking I should just do it, but then if I cut it, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to hang this. Right now it's in place, I'm shaking it around, so it's not going anywhere. So I'd rather just have it like this, take it to the exhaust shop, and then have them do it instead. Alright, so I'm disconnecting my center console. It's pretty easy. Just 2 bolts right here, a bolt behind here. Take this off, that off. You pry it up, pry the side plates off, and you pull this whole thing off like this. And yeah. Anyways, a lot of videos to do that. So if you need help doing that, there's a lot of videos on how to do that. Now I'm gonna feed the trigger wires through the tunnel. I put some zip ties on them. Put some zip ties, and then also I'm gonna put some loom over it, make it look nice. Put some electrical tape. So I'm gonna do that, and then push it through the tunnel all the way until it comes out. Right there, if you can see the light, comes out right through the support plate to the car. If you want to make it easier, you can take your plate off, but that's like 20,000 volts, so better just push it through. To make this easier to come it through that little hole, is I used a wire hanger and I stretched it out, put a little loop on in, and I tied it to the wires using one of these little ties that came with the kit. I kept the wires together and just tied it around, and then tied it in through this little loop I made with the hanger, and just pulled it through. See, just sneak it right through. Be careful hitting the interior or anything, but just like snake it right through, and you can get all the wires through. So that's one easy way to do it. Little wire hanger trick. Alright, so I'm back in the car. I use one of these fuse connecting connectors. It uses the fuse for your power source, which is pretty cool and it's convenient. You don't have to drill anything, none of that. And then I grounded it to right here. Nice little ground right there. Tested it. Everything works fine. Just get a set of these circuit fuse adapters. Very useful. Used for other projects too. So now tested it, everything looks fine. All I gotta do is put these away. And this is a accessory only power source, so you have to turn on the car to run, or accessory mode to turn it on, so it won't drain the battery either. Next thing is gonna be mounting this up. I don't know exactly where to put this at. I don't want to drill any holes, so I'm just gonna have it right there in my glove compartment. I just wired it through here, bring it over the from the back side of the car, brought it over here, and then we'll put it through the carpet and then loop it back to come back right here, so I can just flip it open and switch it. I don't want to drill any holes in my car, so I'm gonna do it like that. All right, got everything put back together. Got my little switch here, just wrapped in some electrical tape for now. Figure out how to mount this up. Probably mount it to like the relay switch or something. I don't know. Figure out later. But it's ready to start up. See how it sounds. Alright, it sounds normal. Let's see what the switch. Oh man. Take to the muffler shop. Y'all see how it'll sound perfectly. Alright, I'm back from the shop, muffler shop. Got these two pipes welded. You can put it on, you can cut it like how I said, right here. Cut it pretty far, but you can cut it like right here where this flange is. They slipped on, and then angled it so it could fit straight, proper. Nothing's hitting now. It's clearance pretty well. Got barely enough clearance right here. and then this side's not hitting at all. I'm gonna put the kit in the description. I got these from American Muscle. It was about 300 plus tax, almost like 350 almost. And then this might be cheaper depending on where you go. This cost me about 300 bucks to get these pipes welded on. It might be cheaper somewhere. If you have a welder, it'll definitely be cheaper. I already let these things heat soaked, so I'm gonna tighten these clamps on more. Make sure they're fully tightened, not gonna come off. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of the vid. That's what you need to get these cutouts on. I'm gonna switch back and forth. Definitely, if you don't have a aftermarket exhaust, if you still have your stock exhaust, it's definitely a nice way to go.